I'm in front of the prison camp.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Metal Gear arrives on next-gen platforms. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be taking a look at Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. And I gotta tell you right now, this really feels like a true next-gen Metal Gear Solid. Just about everyone who's watching this video right now has most likely played a Metal Gear Solid game before. And if you've played Peace Walker, I think you'll get a lot more out of Ground Zeroes than those that haven't, because the story, well, the quote-unquote story, because there's not much of it, sort of fills the gap between Peace Walker and the upcoming The Phantom Pain, which hopefully will be released within the next 2 years, but you never know with Kojima-san and delays and everything else. Anyways, there's gameplay improvements that include a new stealth system which completely removes the HUD map. Now what you do is you have your binoculars and you basically locate enemies which will automatically tag them, and then you can go ahead and follow them on your map. But the thing is, the map has to be brought up, or in other words, like, you press a button and the map screen pops up. But the thing is, that happens in real time, which means, enemies can still spot you while you're trying to get your bearings. And as you're sneaking by, you'll see in the video that there's enemy field of vision. It's sort of. It's represented by like a circular white light which gains in intensity the closer you get to an enemy. Now, it's not exactly the enemy sort of field of vision. It's more just letting you know that enemies, are looking in your direction and you might be spotted. The open world nature, though, is honestly what completely changes this game. There are jeeps you can ride, there are turrets that you can just jump in and start shooting the living crap out of enemies. There's RPGs that you can find to shoot down watchtowers, and just so much more. The freedom greatly changes how you approach enemy encounters, mission objectives, and just all around exploring and having a good time. There are a couple of side missions that open up once you've finished the main campaign, and they do give Ground Zeroes a lot of replay value. They vary from being more action orientated to stealth based, and there's even one where you have to basically shoot down a whole bunch of enemies as someone is trying to make their escape. What's neat is that these different side missions all take place on the same map, but they take place at different times of the day. So for example, the main campaign will take place at night with heavy rain. One of them might take place, say, like during the day. Now, ranks, which is what you'll get after you complete each mission, like, C, D, B, A, and S, are very, very addicting, and just about everything you can imagine comes into play when trying to get a better score, from keeping enemies alive, killing them, to being spotted, to the amount of prisoners you rescue, and so on and so forth. There's also a lot of trophies and achievements for you trophy whores or achievement hunters out there, so, be on the lookout for those. The other thing that's really impressive with this is the fact that it looks stunning. This really does show the power of the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Now, unfortunately, not everything is roses with Ground Zeroes. For one thing, I find that the narrative is a bit of a hit and miss. And while it's great finding out about, some details about characters who we've known for a while and some new characters and things like that, Kojima-san has tried to push the boundaries just a little too far, I found. He tries to deal with, more mature subject matter, and yes, there is a character who has sexual violence performed on her, and I'll leave it at that. But it's really hard to take these sorts of things serious when you have a character named Skullface who's something like Skeletor. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're trying to focus in on the serious, but at the same time, you still have this goofy nature that makes Metal Gear Solid so unique. So, yeah, it's a bit of a hit and miss, I found. The other thing I didn't really enjoy much at all is Kiefer Sutherland. I mean, he's no David Hayter. It's not that he's bad per se. I mean, his dialogue comes off, you know, perfectly natural. It's just that we have grown to expect this certain character, mannerism, what have you, from Snake, and it's lost. It's almost like the character has lost his soul. But by far, the worst feature of Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes is the fact that you are paying between $30 and $40 for a demo. Yes, there's replay value in the side missions, and the fact that it's an open world sort of island means you can tackle the campaign in any way you want, but the very first time I played the game, I beat it in around 42 minutes. So if you're only here for the main campaign, you are going to walk away extremely disappointed. If you love, absolutely adore Metal Gear Solid, you're still gonna walk away a little bit disappointed because it's all over too quick. And even the replay value, in my opinion, just isn't enough to really make this a title I can be like, oh yeah, go run out and buy it immediately. I think right now this is for the Omega hardcore Metal Gear Solid fans, and for everyone else I'd say really to wait until this is around $10, because even though there is a lot of replay value and you do have a couple of side missions, really it's the exact same map that you're going to be playing on, and I don't know, it doesn't feel like it's worth the money to me. For the full written review, hit up projectcoe.com.